WFNC. Jorge, pronounce your last name for me so I mess it up. RUBIERA. He's on 4. We got 4 and 3. RUBIERA. And, you know, and Raul, he was saying, Gilbert, as many years as we know each other, but I always call you Raul.
Yeah.
You know, so how many times have I called you by your last name?
Not once.
Well, these two gentlemen, and for those of you who know, I have the three of us on camera on our podcast right now. Raul is a longtime photographer for the Fayetteville Observer. We had been out on countless stories together. And, you know, I would always say, if Raul is here, I'm in the right spot. I know this is the story we got to cover. And this is your son, Jorge, and it's good to have you here. Both of you folks now have become film producers. And let's get right to it, because Raul called me last week and left me a note or something, or a text message or something. And you said, we got these short films that are playing at the CAMEO. Yes. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. at the CAMEO. That's right, yeah. All right, so tell us about these films, because my understanding there's a local connection.
Right. So we kind of realized the other day that we've been doing this for about 15 years, where my dad produces the films and I direct them. And, you know, we made a number of films together. We've traveled all over the world. We made a film in Peru. We made a film in Ireland. We made a film in Miami. And several of the films we've made have been in Fayetteville. We premiered a feature film at the CAMEO many years ago. And we thought this would be a good time to show some of the short films that haven't screened in Fayetteville. One of which we filmed here in downtown Fayetteville. We filmed at the Sweet Palette. We filmed at a few places in the Fayetteville area. But yeah, the films that are screening there's going to be 3 documentaries and 1 narrative short film. And
you say the one give us some background on the ones from Fayetteville.
Yeah, so it's a film called Phenobarbital. It's a drama. It's very dark, but we filmed part of it in South Carolina, part of it here in Fayetteville, and it's sort of a confusing drama with interwoven plot lines for each of the characters, kind of a lot of trouble for the characters.
And now you're the director, and Dad, what did you do in terms of producing this?
Well,
besides providing money.
my job is to...
Yeah, get near that mic. See, like a typical newspaper guy. Pull that mic to you. We use microphones in our business.
You remember I always say to the people holding mics where I was taking pictures, get that mic out of my shot.
And right, you know what we used to say? Get that camera out of my picture. Right. You know, so but you photographers you just walked anywhere. I said, hey, see, I'm live here on Channel 5.
Got to get the shot.
Oh, this is what I would see of Raul.
Yeah, my back.
I see this back. He's been in the back more pictures than I can shake a stick at.
So my job as a producer is have anything that the director needs to make the film. That is finding locations, finding props.
Actors.
Getting
logistics.
Finding the actors, anything that he needs to make the film, that's my job.
When we did our feature film, we shot that in Fayetteville, Meniscus, many years ago. I asked him once, I said, Dad, I need a snow machine, I need 12 quail, and I need 2 vintage cars. Mm-hmm. And he's like, when do you need it by? I'm like, tomorrow. We're shooting tomorrow first thing in the morning.
You're kidding me.
He pulls up that evening, he's pulling down the driveway in like a 57 Cadillac with a basket of quails and a cage of quails in the back and a snow machine. I'm like, how did you do that?
Well, you weren't throwing them a curve. You got those things?
It was a challenge.
Yeah.
No, we really needed those things, yeah.
It's nice knowing people in Fayetteville.
Well, who you know?
Well, look, Greek, I got you up on screen here as well. Now, who do you know in Fayetteville that has an ice machine and a basket full of quails?
Well, the snow machine was the Cape Fear Regional Theater. You know, thanks to Bo, which is when we did that film, we did the auditions at the Cape Fear Regional Theater. I got my costumes from the Cape Fear Regional Theater, and I got the machine. The quails, I just found there was a farm. You know, there's a farm where they're shooting. What do you call it?
Hunting. Quail hunting, yeah.
Quail hunting.
And they loaned you the quails. You said you're going to bring it
I
back.
bought 'em.
You buy-
they didn't lend me the quails.
They lived out their days
they-
on our
they-
Did
at
they-
his house
Yeah,
after the filming. You know,
did, they-
Yeah, until a fox came and ate him.
did it really?
Yeah.
unfortunately.
I had it in a cage, and one night I found a big hole and more quails.
Now I thought we were going to talk about short films here. I mean, did you guys do a documentary on that?
Should have. We should have had
Yeah,
one of
you
those
should.
wildlife cams on there. You know.
Yeah.
For meniscus, for example, we use not for meniscus, for
Phenobarbital.
phenobarbital. The film we're going to be showing. I use Kim Hasty's house.
Did you?
Yeah, you know
The judge.
George Hasty's. Yeah,
We did our castings at RUBIERA Studios, my brother's photo studio downtown.
yeah.
You know, pulling all the resources that everyone he knows.
Well, it's interesting that you're describing this stuff here because I had another colonel who's at Fort Bragg who also shoots films besides being a colonel, and so she described the same type things of how you hustle to get things done. How do you get a task? How do you get a camera crew together? How do you get all the equipment that you need in order to put this stuff together? So you have this idea in your head. Who has the idea in the head? You do. Who has the?
He has it in the head.
Generally, I start with an idea and write a script and kind of plan things out, storyboard, and then I come to him and I say, God, it'd be really great to do a crane shot. And then he's driving down the highway and he sees a guy on a scissor lift and he pulls over and he says, Hey, can we rent your scissor lift for a movie? And he's like, well, if you give me credit, we'll do it for free.
Yeah,
No, you're kidding me.
Yeah.
God is good.
it is. We use local actors.
People
know,
from who act at the Cape Fear Regional Theater and local. Well, we pulled from a bunch of different communities in the North Carolina area. People would come out to the castings. We'd do a wide casting call. People would come out, and we'd do that all day. But yeah, I mean, I think making films in Fayetteville is great because of this guy, because he's got the resources and he knows everybody, and also I think there's just an element of people. People are game to do it.
Well, other than Judge Hasty's house, there are other great sites in order to shoot here in Fayetteville as well. I mean,
Absolutely.
Just because of the time element, the way the train station is downtown, for example.
We filmed at the train station.
Have you? You have the Prince Charles Hotel that you could use as a backdrop. When you do these things, do you have to get permission or do you have to get clearance from the city? How does that work?
I remember when we were doing meniscus, I tried to get permission because in other, you usually have to get like a permit or something like that, and they said just do it. Just do it.
Well, so in other
Don't
words,
bother with a permit. So
the
we
thing is,
just did.
it's better to ask for forgiveness than ask for permission.
Yes.
That's generally the rule.
We
Yeah.
were shooting for meniscus. We were shooting at the CAMEO. One scene on the the upstairs where the apartment is.
Yes.
That little lobby.
Yeah.
We were shooting a scene in there, and we're going to have all the actors, the crew. We need to park downtown. So, at that time, the mayor was Tony, and so I went to him to say, "Hey, I need to get permissions for people to park, all day long, And he said, "Oh, talk to this person." I went and talked to that person, and I don't know if I should be saying this. I told the guy, I said, "How much I need to pay so I can get people to park and not be bothered all day?" And he said, "That's too much trouble." He just gave me an envelope. He said, "Just put all the tickets here and I'll fix them."
So there's got to be some statute of limitations here. Creek, what do you think? You're a former MP. What do you think? Is somebody guilty?
Sound like a good deal there for you.
Yeah, well, that is a good deal. Well, you know, and it's a good deal. Actually, was a good deed because you're going to do this movie. Which movie was that? You remember which one?
That was meniscus.
That was meniscus, which is not. I mean, we're not screening that one because it's an hour and a half long. So this program's it's about an hour and 20 minutes for short films that really haven't screened in the theater. They haven't screened in Fayetteville, and that's why we wanted to show these instead of showing meniscus again or something that's already screened here. You know.
One of them we shot in Peru, and it's a story of two brothers that are bullfighters. It happens to be that they're about 10 years apart. One of them is one of the top bullfighters in the world. Okay. The story is not about bullfighting. The story is about the brothers, you know. and we cover a little bit of everything, including people
A little bit of
protesting.
the history, a little bit of the protesting, all
You
the
know.
kind of subjects around bullfighting.
And so,
Yeah.
is that movie in Espanol or in English?
It's in Spanish with
Subtitles.
Subtitles.
Two of the films are with subtitles. One of them is in Russian. That's a film we shot in Ireland about a Russian composer, but they all have subtitles. Those two, anyway.
And that's not unusual. You know, we're used to seeing a lot of formats on all the streaming stuff that we have, and some of the best pictures. Matter of fact, there was one that was not in English at all. Won a Academy Award for something that had nothing to do with. I don't think I would have ever had a chance to see it if it were not for streaming. Now, let's get back to this for 1 second because we're going to run out of time. We're going to make sure that folks know what time it is. We got 3 short films that are going to be shown at the CAMEO in succession,
Right,
back
it's going to be
back, or
back
is
to
it-
back. Four short films,
films.
7 p.m.
And so, is there any dialogue? Someone that is real intimate theater. So, anybody come out on stage and say, "Well, this one is so and
Yeah,
so."
we'll come out. We'll give a little presentation, kind of like introduce the films, and then we'll do a Q&A session afterward if anyone has any questions about the film, about the production, anything like that.
All right, Dad, I'm gonna give you the last word here.
It's $10 to get in, right?
What is it? $10?
It's $10 which go to the theater.
Yeah, Cameo's getting the
all
money
the
from the
gold,
door.
whatever
Because we love the
money
Cameo.
we make,
They've been really
it
good to
goes
us.
the
Well, you
Cameo.
know what? We need to do as much as we can for the CAMEO, and we've done some things to promote the fact they've got new ownership there,
Yes.
and they're trying to make it work. That's a jewel downtown.
It is.
It's amazing.
It is one of the best things of downtown is the Cameo Theater.
And look, if you've never been inside, and we did Air Angels there, we did an award presentation there, and I put the sound system up in there. The acoustics in there is just fantastic, first of all. And so it is intimate. Holds about 110 people or so.
Yeah.
And then they have another theater or something upstairs.
Upstairs, a
The
smaller one.
smaller
Yeah.
theater
Smaller theater.
holds about 38, I think.
Yeah. So
Something like
you
that.
know, beyond this, we want people to come and see your production tomorrow, but keep the CAMEO out in the forefront and see if
Absolutely.
you come out and see some of the productions that you have.
Yes.
That they have there.
Plus, the Cameo gives local people a place to showcase their work.
Yeah.
So that is great too. You know, they're doing a great job.
All right. Raul and Jorge, we appreciate you. Good luck to you. I'm glad your dad got in touch with me. You know, you said to him Friday, hey, we really need to be on the radio somewhere, you know. And all of a sudden he pulls up with me and another box of quails.
Quails.
So
Yeah.
you got another batch of quails and you got Gilbert Bays.
Thank you for having us.
Don't let the fox get me, okay? That's right. I don't know if I'm going to be at your house, man. People breaking in and getting quails. All right, look, you listen to News Talk 640. Good luck to you guys, okay?
Thank you so
And look,
much.
And after the showing, as you have other things going on, get in touch with me so we can let folks know that what we have going on locally. And I always say that these mics belong to our community. And so that's why you're on here in such short notice, because this happens tomorrow, and we want folks to know.
Thank
you.
And hope we see you at the theater tomorrow night.
I'll tell you about that in a second. You're listening to News Talk 640 WFNC. We got Fayetteville's most dependable forecast with CBS 17 meteorologist Rachel Dunsey.
After lingering rain ends this morning, the rest of Monday will be mostly cloudy with a high of 94, with more storms arriving by the afternoon and evening. Tonight, those storms will come to an end, then turn partly cloudy with a low of 76, and Tuesday will be partly cloudy with another round of afternoon and evening storms and a high of 96. We are stuck in an active pattern this week with storms expected nearly every afternoon. Highs will eventually drop from the 90s, though, to the 80s by the end of the week. That's your Fayetteville forecast. I'm CBS 17 meteorologist Rachel Dunsing.
Thank you so much, Rachel. Right now, I'm still talking with Raul. Now, 78 degrees in Fayetteville, Fort Bragg, and Spring Lake. You're listening to News Talk 640 with WFNC.
Sandstone Health and Rehabilitation is known for compassionate care for all across its 20 North Carolina